Hi, I'm Lori DePietro-Standen, and welcome to the Plant Power Revolution. I am so excited to bring you this channel and bring this movement to you because this isn't just about weight loss and it isn't just about nutrition. It is about healing your heart, personal empowerment, personal growth, and being the best possible version of yourself, the person that you knew you could be all along. So, without further ado, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 50 years old. I am a plant-based nutritionist. I've been in the wellness industry now for about 20 years. I started out as a yoga instructor and things progressed from there. I have a business called The Inner Strength Life, and my program is called the Plant Power Revolution. I have a 5-star rated book on Amazon, also called The Inner Strength Life, and I have worked with thousands of women on weight loss and personal empowerment. So that's who I am today. I live in Ohio, and I am a mom of 3, and also 2 potbelly pigs and a rescue dog. And I'm married to my husband, who is an executive chef and also plant-based. So that is a little brief snapshot of me. But let me tell you more about my personal story and what the Plant Power Revolution is really about. So I grew up in a violent and abusive home. There was also drug use involved, and it was a really scary environment to grow up in. By the time that I was a teenager, I had developed an eating disorder, and I was hospitalized for that at a young age, around 18. And so that was many years ago. But because of that, I developed a really unhealthy relationship with food. And so although I recovered from my eating disorder, I carried that unhealthy relationship with my food forward into my adulthood. And I also, because there was violence in my past, as many times happens, I ended up marrying someone abusive. And without getting into that story too much right now, I was one of the first women in Ohio to get a civil protection order against a spouse. I had to really fight for that. It took a couple of years to get to that point because they didn't grant those things back then. This was in 1995. I have had 3 miscarriages in my life, and also suffered a lot of trauma, including the death of my grandma from Alzheimer's. And that's, a lot of what goes into the Plant Power Revolution is about my personal healing and growth, and realizing that there aren't a lot of resources for us out there who aren't just looking to lose weight, but are looking to resolve the root issues, which are lack of belief in ourselves, lack of empowerment, lack of support from the people around us, feeling like we cannot achieve that best version of ourselves because of the way the standard American diet and all of the diets that revolve around that have beat us down over the years and made us think that it was really our fault. So by the time that I was 35, I was 60 pounds overweight. I had tendonitis and bursitis in all my joints, and I had really hit rock bottom. I only had about 3 good hours a day because of chronic fatigue. I had such severe hormonal issues that they thought I was going into early menopause. And I had been tested for rheumatoid and lupus and Lyme disease and MS and whatever else they could think to test me for, because I just was getting worse. My cholesterol was 285 and my triglycerides were almost 600. They wanted me to wear a 24-hour monitor in addition to getting on medications. I was getting shots and in all my joints. My thumb was frozen in place. And I couldn't get any answers from my doctors as to what could be causing it. And I started to do my own research, and I realized that so many people were saying a plant-based diet was the answer. I was in a bad marriage. I didn't have any kind of support from my family of origin. I, spoke out against my family, and because of the abuse going on there and for my whole life. Because of that, I was pretty much the black sheep. So I was on my own in terms of figuring this out, how to get healthy in my heart and also in my head. I was suffering from severe depression, and to lose the weight, get healthy in my body as well. So I started with what I was putting in my mouth. I started with plant-based nutrition, and it was a domino effect that filtered into the rest of my life. And over the course of a couple of years, I was able to heal completely and lose all the weight, get off all my medications. And I started to look around during that time at the women around me, and I realized how much help we all need. That it's not just about these weight loss programs that have been around for years or the fad diets that are out there. It's not about shakes and supplements. It's about nourishing your body. And once you start doing that, and you do it in a way where you're not feeling deprived and you're not overcome by cravings, and you begin to think more clearly about how you can take your power back, that's where the magic happens. So that's what the Plant Power Revolution is all about. So I wrote down what the Plant Power Revolution really means. So I'm going to read that to you. It's achieving empowerment through emotional healing, setting boundaries in your life, and nourishing yourself through nutrition. It's aligning your personal beliefs about yourself and the world with your actions so you can lose the weight and be healthy and be your healthiest, best self. That's what the revolution is about. It's not about yo-yo dieting. It's not about getting skinny quick. It is about getting off that weight, which is also emotional baggage that a lot of us are carrying, and doing things in a way that make you feel powerful and in control. And I focus specifically on women because it is harder for us in many ways because of the expectations that society sets on us. I'm definitely about body positivity, but I'm also about being your healthiest self, both inside and out. So I hope you will join me in this channel. This was a brief introduction to who I am and what this is about. And please subscribe, and you'll hear lots more about how you can not only grow as a person, but learn about how you can nourish your body. You can also follow my women's Facebook group page. That's a private group, but it's totally free. It's called the Inner Strength Army. You can look that up on Facebook. And just know that any of the things that happened to me, and I'll talk more about those as time goes on, and the lessons that I learned, any of those things could have changed the trajectory of my life for the worse. With all of the things that happened to me, I could have easily not been where I am today. But I achieved alignment through aligning what I knew to be true about myself and the world with my actions. And so often we act against our own self-interest, and we act against what we believe in. And it creates such an anxiety with us. And now that I am in alignment, that kind of peace has brought me so much clarity. And that's what I want to do for all of you. So I hope to see you in my group, and I hope to see you here on my channel. And again, I'm Lori DePietro-Standen. This is the Plant Power Revolution. Stay strong.